Hello, everyone. Happy PoshFest. So thankful for you guys joining us today. If you caught our live streams earlier, we had such a blast. So thanks for tuning in. My name is Amanda, the Amanda Weiss on the Poshmark app. I head up our content strategy team here at Poshmark, and I am super excited to be talking today with these two lovely people all about TikTok. We have our brand partner manager, Dylan Youngkey from TikTok. Welcome, Dylan. I love your background.
Thank you.
Pink theme today, amazing. And then we have Posher and TikTok user who is using it so strategically to drive so many new users and definitely driving sales to her Poshmark closet. We have Caitlin, which is KO's Closet. Hi guys. So if you are just like new to TikTok, you want to learn more best practices, kind of just understand the lay of the land, these two are going to help you out, get you started, and then really help you amplify and grow your Poshmark business through TikTok. There's a huge opportunity. So, like I said, there's a huge opportunity to reach a new audience. So should we just get into it, get started?
Wow.
Awesome. Glad everyone is joining, and want to let everyone know if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat, and we will be trying to answer a few at the very end of the session. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. Okay, perfect. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start with you, Dylan. We're going to go right to the TikTok source itself. You've worked at TikTok almost 2 years now, so you really have seen the community grow. Can you share, for those that don't know about TikTok or what it is, what TikTok is, where the platform and the community really are today, and any kind of stats that can help anyone and everyone understand the scale and potential of what the opportunity really is?
Yeah, would love to. First of all, thanks for having me here, you guys. I'm so honored to be a part of PoshFest. This is a massive, great opportunity to be in. So TikTok is definitely the app that you should have on your phone if you don't have it already. I think a lot of people think it's a social app, but we actually define ourselves more as an entertainment app. So you open the app, you're just blasted with a never-ending feed of videos across a myriad of topics, from anything from sports to cooking to fashion to design to just comedy and kids being weird. On the community side, though, it's been very different, I guess, in the 2 years I've been here. When I started at TikTok a couple years ago, people barely knew about what it was, and it was kind of just like a dance and singing app, and now it's really grown, and the community's grown with it. So as we've gotten more people on the app, they've brought on different types of content. I think the interesting thing about this new community, though, is that people are coming to TikTok and they're not found elsewhere. So according to App Annie, right now, 30% of TikTok users are not found on Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook. So the idea of being on TikTok really is that you can be in front of a new set of customers, and you can really find a new stream of users into your closets.
Can you repeat that stat that you just said, just in case anyone missed it? Because I feel like that's a pretty major,
it's huge,
huge,
right?
Yeah.
I think everyone thinks that all these social kind of platforms are lumped together and everyone has all of them, but we've actually found out that's really not the case. So 30% of TikTok users are not found on other social platforms. So that means if you don't have TikTok kind of in your media mix when you're trying to find new people to shop in your closets, you're definitely missing out on a big chunk of users.
Yes. Awesome. That's super interesting. Thanks for sharing that. Caitlin, going to move to you. So you've been on TikTok a little over a year now. Can you share really what inspired you to start TikTok? And you've had some really cool success stories within TikTok to drive your Poshmark business. So can you, right off the bat, I think, get everyone super excited to learn, maybe one of the exciting ways that TikTok has really elevated your Poshmark business?
Yeah, so first off, thank you so much for having me. This is my first PoshFest, attending and speaking, so I'm super excited. But yeah, I joined TikTok August 2019, and that was just to watch and enjoy videos. But at the start of quarantine, I had so much time on my hands, and I started creating my own content, just because I've seen so many users go viral within one video and get hundreds of thousands of followers within a day. So I just thought to myself, if I can attract all these people to my closet, that could really boost my sales. And that's exactly what happened. So within the first week, I posted a video of some Lululemon jackets that were sitting in my closet. I got them in Hawaii. They were pretty cute and exclusive. And so when I posted this TikTok, it started getting a lot of views and engagement, and it got 31,000 views, I think. And then within the week, I sold both the jackets. So that's when I knew that TikTok could really help my Poshmark closet.
Yes. Love hearing that. It definitely, there is a super strong connection to when someone sees your content to taking an action. So I'm excited to dive into that a little bit more throughout the session. But Dylan, let's ask you one more, let's clear the air because there is, tons of news articles and information floating around about TikTok. So can you let us know, will TikTok be sticking around as you know it?
Yeah, I don't know if I've been living under a rock, but TikTok has been in a couple of headlines as of recent. I can't really dig in too much about like the deal that's being brokered between our administration and our company because I'm not in the room on that. But what I can say for sure is since this kind of media whirlwind started, we've seen a huge, huge uplift, not just from the community, but other brands, even celebrities that are on the platform who really love the platform. They like what we stand for in terms of just being entertaining, creating joy, being creative. And because of that, we've really, really hunkered down and said like, hey, we have this amazing community. We're here to protect them. We're staying. We're not going anywhere. If you saw our the last update, we actually were able to like stay online here in the States. So you'll only see us getting bigger and better.
Yes, awesome. Thank you for clearing the air. I think a lot of people wanted to know that off the bat. So now that we understand a little bit more about TikTok as a platform, the community, and have talked about the really strong ways that can elevate your businesses. Let's get into where to start and maybe some of the key things that you need to know if you're just getting in there into TikTok. So, Caitlin, I'm going to start with you. What are some of the ways, what are some things you wish you knew when you started TikTok?
Okay, well, first things first, I wish I knew to not be afraid to make a TikTok. Because I was really hesitant at first just because I was nervous that people I knew would find me on my For You page or make fun of me and get negative comments. But I learned to realize that TikTok is such a wonderful community where you can express yourself and be free and post whatever you want, like obviously within the guidelines. But the support you're going to get is going to be so incredible. And once the algorithm has found your community and the people who are a lot like you, you're going to be really happy that you joined. Another thing going off of that is that I want people to know that you don't necessarily have to be as perfect or polished as you may feel like you need to on other platforms. And over half my videos, I just wake up, my hair's not done, I'm not wearing makeup, wearing like a big t-shirt, and people don't care. People will still watch you and respect you and like your videos, even if you don't look at the top of your game. And that's something I really value about TikTok compared to other sites. And then the last thing I wanna say is be patient. Because I know when I first started my TikTok, there's a big part of me that wanted to go viral right away, like overnight, be famous. But that's really rare. Like some people do that. But you don't see it often. And I personally think that consistency and posting constantly and promoting yourself is the key to success. Because every time you post, you're going to reach a new audience. And if you post 2 to 4 times a day, that's going to increase your chances by a lot.
Wow, you can have my job. That was amazing. That's exactly for me as a TikTok employee, it's really amazing to hear a power user like you really feel those things that we're trying to protect, the sense of community, the sense of being yourself and just being who you are. I love hearing that.
Yes, thank you for sharing that. I couldn't agree more. I think we live in this world where a lot of people feel like there's like the highlight reel of your life. And I think TikTok really accepts, at Poshmark, one of our core values is to embrace your weirdness. And I feel like TikTok really lends itself to that value. It's in the community itself, which is awesome. So no pressure to like look or be anybody but yourself. Awesome. So let's get into some of the elements that you need to understand the platform. I know a lot of people, I've heard they feel too old for TikTok or they don't have enough time. But I think if once you just kind of understand the lay of the land, it gets, with anything, honestly, it always gets easier. So, you know, you can just get right in there and start playing with it. But Dylan, I would love for you to share some of those key elements that you can find within the app and what those really mean and what those are.
Yeah, totally. So the first thing when you open up the app, right, you're immediately blasted in the face with this like full on experience, sound on, full screen video. All of a sudden you're in your TikTok app and you're no longer even in your phone anymore, or maybe even blocked out the world around you. So that's going to be your For You page, right? This is going to be a feed of video or content that the machine has either decided from what you've done on the app in the past, or things that you're clicking on or commenting on. And it's going to keep feeding you videos exactly based off of what you're doing and what you like. If you swipe to the right on that home screen, you're going to be on the following screen, and that's going to be a stream of videos from all the users that you're following, and specifically just them. And that's going to be more chronological order by the way that they posted them. When you go to the bottom, you're going to see a little row of icons. That one row that looks like a magnifying glass, we call it the Discovery tab. When you click on that, it's going to open up this waterfall of hashtags that are trending on the platform. You'll also see a banner at the top that kind of highlights some of the bigger ones that are going on in the week right now. From there, you can click into any of those, and you can actually drive into all the videos that are created with that hashtag, and you can see even like a description of how to be a part of that hashtag challenge. The other thing that you can do, on the bottom there's a little plus sign, and it's so you can make your own TikTok video without going into any trends. When you click on that record, you're going to obviously draw into your phone's camera, and then from there you can add effects, you can add different editing features and stuff like that. A cool tip though in that window is you'll see a little music note where you can add in music or sound. When you click on that, it's going to drive you to our music page, and that music page actually can give you a ton of insight. So if you kind of scroll through it, you're going to see a section where it says like trending music and then music that's about to heat up. You'll also see it categorized by genres. So if you're trying to like, I don't know, maybe you're selling a pair of cowboy boots, you want country music. So you can easily jump into the country music area, and you can really match the sound to the content that you're putting out there. And then last but not least is your profile. The profile is pretty similar to other social platforms that you see. You can see all the content you posted, add your Instagram, things like that. But you can also click and see all the videos that you've liked. So if you want to show one of your friends something that you saw a while ago, you can see in one spot all the things that you've liked in the past. And then lastly, I do like to touch on this, the safety and security side of it. On that profile page, you'll see 3 dots in the top right. There you can click on that and you can add some layers of privacy to your profile. So you can even add like maybe some words you want to block out or something like that. All those can be done within those 3 tabs. So you can make TikTok and your experience on TikTok exactly what you want it to be.
That's what I really love. I feel like the more you use it, the more tailored to
100%.
yourself it really is. So I feel like a lot of people do get discouraged. And Caitlin, let me know if you agree or if you have any thoughts on the For You page. But when you first start, it may feel like a little disconnected, but you actually really start training TikTok to do what you want. And so for me, I always get to see all the content that I really like because I engage and watch those types of things that are relevant to me. So now I have like a really personalized experience on TikTok.
Yeah, I agree. Exactly right. One thing on that, if you're downloading the app today, you're going to see for the next 5 to 7 days kind of like a random experience because the app is trying to learn who you are and what you like. One thing though I recommend is when you see a video that you're not interested in, click and hold on it and a little button will pop up and it'll say like, I'm not interested in this. So like, let's say you hate sports, right? Or you hate baseball. You see a baseball video, don't like this. Then the machine will stop serving you any content around baseball.
Awesome. Anything to add there, Caitlin?
Yeah, I mean, just like what you like. And then also swiping through fast, I've heard, tells the machine to not think of that again.
Yeah, that's like a cheat sheet. If you swipe fast, it tells the system that you're not really interested in a lot of stuff. So it's gonna like scramble everything up and almost give you like a pseudo restart.
Yeah.
Oh, love that little insider tip there. So Dylan, you kind of touched on like challenges and trends. Let's talk about trends for a second. And Caitlin, I would love for you to share an example of how you've participated in one. What makes something a trend?
Yeah.
It's not a fashion trend, but it's a TikTok trend.
So sometimes it's both on TikTok.
Sometimes it's both, yes.
Yeah, so I mean that's the $1 million question, right? Everybody wants to be TikTok famous. Like the idea of taking like what Caitlin did, she had this one video just blow up and it was super successful. Like we all want to recreate that. So a few things can make a video trend. So on like this like organic side, let's just say you're a regular user, you upload a video, and one, you're never gonna know if that's gonna trend or not. Just there's no way to predict that. But the way that video can start trending is, you know, people are watching the video multiple times. They're commenting on the video. Maybe in your caption that you wrote like, oh, I can't believe this happened at the end, or look out for that last outfit, it's my favorite. And that's gonna cause the user to wanna watch your TikTok video all the way through. And then the system's gonna be like, oh, this video is being watched almost to completion or even being replayed. It must be a really great video that other people wanna see. And so then our machine will start sending it out to more users on TikTok. And as more users engage in that video, it just becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And we call that heating up. It gets hotter and hotter and hotter. And all of a sudden, the whole world is seeing your TikTok video.
And ultimately, that's kind of what plays into you getting on the For You page, right?
100%. Yeah, I think there's a huge misconception with the For You page. I think we're going to talk about it a little bit later. But the For You page is for you, right? So it's individually for you. So if you look at your friend's phone, it's going to be a very different experience. But those top trending videos you might see them in multiple people's For You feeds because it's so popular that it's likely that everyone's going to like this video.
Yeah. Awesome. Caitlin, do you have a trend that you participated in and you kind of put your own spin on it?
Yeah, so the first trend I actually did was my first ever TikTok that I posted. It was about me introducing myself to the TikTok community and a little bit about my Posh story. So the trend, it was the audio with Moon, and then you lip sync the words, and it went like, and then you show clips of something went. So my hook was, so I started selling my clothes in 2016, and then I lip synced, and then I said I sold over 1,300 items. I shipped to thousands of customers across the country, and I paid off my first year of college with the profits. And I believe my views were in the hundreds, so it was pretty good for my first one. But then Poshmark reached out to me and asked if they could repost it, and I said yes. And now this video has over 31 million views. So long story short, keeping up with the trends really pays off.
Yeah.
100%.
And I love that you made it your, it's great because it kind of is like a template and you can fill it in with whatever is personalized to you.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
Another
All right. So, yeah, go ahead.
The Discover tab, if you're struggling with like, I don't know what to do right now or today, or I don't know what video to post, click on that Discover tab and it'll give you a ton of examples of different videos aligning to a trend and give you kind of like a recipe so you can just kind of plug and play and really get you started.
Yeah. One thing to add there that and I don't know if this is like, an actual strategy or not, but in that Discover page, you can see how many, I think it's either you can see how many views are on that hashtag, right? So anything, my kind of thing is anything under like, I think I say like 50 million or, the lower the number on that Discover page, the more opportunity for you to actually gain more traction.
Totally. That means it's probably a newer trend. So it's probably going to be active on the platform for another couple weeks.
Hop on those trends early.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. Okay, so I want to briefly go through some of just like best practices of creating a video because we only have about 10 more minutes, which is crazy. So Caitlin, I would love to hear a little bit more about, where's a good place to start with creating a video and anything that would be helpful for those that want to jump in there.
Right. So my account consists of mostly like packaging my sales, showing off my inventory, announcing new drops, price slashes, all that good Poshmark stuff. And so I think that's a really good place to start because you can just do it without having to learn all these fancy transitions and stuff. You can just film it. And editing it would be super easy. You just put the text of what you're selling and then the name of your closet. So I definitely start there. Show off your funnest clothes, what you like the most. And if you make a sale, then show that as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think when you said the text, I think text is a huge hook for people when they're viewing. So I always like to, in the first literally like 5 seconds of the video, put exactly what the value that they're going to get out of that video is. And then they know it from the get-go, like, okay, this is what I'm getting myself into. And you actually, like, I think Dylan, you said this earlier, but the longer they watch, and even if they repeat watching, it's going to boost you even more.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, like some of the things I say is like, do you want to make money from your home right now? Download Poshmark, and then that's how you get referral codes as well.
Yes, love
Yeah.
that. Can you share a little bit about what happened with your referral code? I know
Yeah.
that you brought in and you still are bringing in a ton of referrals through TikTok.
Yeah, so this summer I was a Posh on Campus rep for UCLA, and one of the things we tried to do is get a bunch of new members in our community. And with the magic of TikTok, I recruited 87 new Poshers. So for a ton of the videos, I just included my code, like download Poshmark with code KO Closet, get $10 off like any of the things that you like, or just start your own closet, make some side cash, download Poshmark. And by posting this 2 to 4 times a day and reaching all these new people just really helped me rack up the referrals. And I highly recommend that you do that as well.
I love that. That's awesome. And the cool thing with the videos like that, sometimes on a platform like Instagram, you get like an initial boost and then it drops off. TikTok can really, it sustains the content. So I totally get like a lot of people are like, I might not have enough time to like create more content, but tip, you reuse some of your videos and things that you already have. You can go way back and not even create anything new and still post it on TikTok. But I have a video from October of last year, literally a year ago, that is still getting
Same.
Yeah, that's one thing that I think people don't realize. So every day TikTok is adding new users, and that means these people haven't seen these videos. They haven't seen those old trends. So our system is still pushing these videos out. And so if you post a video, it might get nothing, and then all of a sudden 3 weeks later, you have 1,000 views.
Yes. So don't get discouraged if you post something and it feels like it's not getting the engagement you want, because sometimes you'll go to sleep and then you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, it has 50,000 views.
Yeah.
So don't get discouraged. Like Caitlin, you said earlier, just like be patient and create valuable, interesting content. And you never know. One thing I want to talk about also on the video creation side on best practices is hashtags, because I feel like they work a little bit differently than the typical hashtag discoverability. Dylan, can you kind of share maybe some best practices around hashtags?
Absolutely. So I know one thing, try and keep your videos around the 15-second mark. That's a good best practice. If you have a really solid story, you obviously can go over, but make sure you're maintaining that kind of consistency. On the hashtag front, do not use hashtag FYP, hashtag for you page, hashtag for you, none of those. Those hashtags have nothing to do with how a video gets on the for you page. So you're actually just wasting your character space for your caption. So like they don't tie in whatsoever. So only use hashtags that are relevant to your to the trend that you're doing or to the products that you're showing, things like that, because that's how users can randomly find your video by clicking on this random trend and then seeing your video in that trend's own view.
Awesome. Caitlin, what are some of the hashtags that you use on your videos?
Right. So I like to keep it short and sweet. I'll usually just do hashtag small business or hashtag small business check, and then hashtag Poshmark. And then also there's like so many Poshmark hashtags. So I usually just choose like a few random ones just to mix it up, like Posh on Campus or Poshmark Reseller or Poshmark Closet. There's so many. So I always just
Definitely. And I think going back to training the system, hashtags really they help you narrow down the niche of the people that are going to find you. So it makes it uber relevant. Like if you use hashtag Poshmark, anybody, it's going to drive longevity wise. Also, you're going to continue to show up probably for Poshmark entrepreneurs, small businesses. It really like trains the system, which is really cool. All right, so we have a couple more minutes and let me see. I'm just gonna check some questions and then we can get into those. I do wanna ask one more, kind of more open question to Caitlin. Like, what are some other things that you've specifically done on TikTok to really help your Poshmark business grow? Because you've done a lot of really unique, cool things.
Yeah, so one thing that I did just really quickly is announcing like my new drops. I know Poshmark just came out with a cool feature, so I just kind of complement that. Whenever I do a new drop, I'll give my followers a sneak peek of what I'm about to drop. And recently I've seen such success in this because when I actually list the items, I'll alert my followers that ready, set, go, here are my items, link in bio before it sells out. And I was so surprised at how well this worked, because usually selling things within a week is fast for me, but after posting it on TikTok, I would start selling things within the hour. So just showing off your hauls and showing off your drops is really important, I think.
Awesome. Love that. All
Yeah.
right, should we take a couple questions?
Yeah.
All right, so I just saw one pop up that I think is really interesting about finding a niche. This is from Ashley Wheeler. Hi, Ashley. Is it best to keep TikTok solely focused on your niche, or how can you add lifestyle or entertainment to that? Dylan, do you want to share a little bit about that?
Sure. I think this is something a lot of people, especially brands, struggle with, right? Because they have maybe multiple types of products they want to show. So the best answer I can give to that is consistency in your content schedule. So let's say like every Monday you're gonna like just show your haul. Every Tuesday you're gonna show your sales. Every Wednesday you're gonna show your price reductions, right? So like keep a consistent calendar. And I think as you get more comfortable with TikTok and get more comfortable with how to kind of express things differently from each other, then you'll be able to like kind of blend your videos together and stuff like that. But a good way to start is just have a content calendar of specific topics for each day or each video, or maybe every morning you're going to post this type of video, things like that.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have anything to add, Caitlin, there?
Sorry, you broke up a little bit. What'd you say?
Oh, do you have anything to add around niche and adding in different types of content?
Oh yeah, well, I think the algorithm just places you like with your people. So I'm always seeing small businesses on my For You page. I think that just goes along with the hashtag and watching the videos that you do like. And I think that whatever you do like, your hobbies, it could be cooking or like embroidery or like cleaning tips even, the algorithm will help you find your people, and you're gonna get so much support from that.
I do have to say, I have learned so many hacks on TikTok. Yeah. Like, it is mind blowing the amount of things that you actually can learn from any topic. It's so cool.
Cleaning TikTok is
viral.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so another question is, if you don't feel comfortable showing yourself, what are some ways that you can use TikTok?
Yeah, so there's actually two things I want to say here. Number one, show yourself. Like, be you, be proud, be who you are, show yourself. TikTok users love that. The community on TikTok is so inviting that I think you're really gonna find that it's a very positive space, and it's gonna be really great for you. I do understand though, not everyone is like out there on the cameras like that. It's hard to put yourself out there. So a really good tip is to think of a celebrity or a character that you love. So let's use like Oprah, right? You love Oprah. So you want to make a video showing off these like 5 jeans you have for sale. So how would Oprah do that? What is the voice that she would use? How would she, what like effects would she use? What songs would she use? And then that way, when you create a video, always with Oprah's thoughts in mind, your videos feel consistent. You don't have to be in the video, but you have that same kind of voice happening throughout all your TikToks, and it's not necessarily your voice, but it's just like this idea that you've kind of created on your own profile. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like being different is actually really rewarding on TikTok, just because you'll stand out, and then people aren't used to seeing a like that on your For You page, so they'll watch it longer.
Yeah, I think that's a huge point. I really challenge all of you guys to join TikTok with an open mind that the community is there to accept you for who you are. And that's the really big reason why I came to this platform to work here, and also why I continue to be here after a couple of years, because that community really supports each other, and you're definitely going to find your own community that loves you for who you are.
Just like Poshmark.
Just like Poshmark.
Poshmark and TikTok. Love it.
So yes to come on here.
Absolutely. And I did see a few more questions kind of about like your age and you being too old. And again, I know we talked about this a little bit earlier, but TikTok doesn't matter about your age. It's not just for, teenagers, it's really for everyone. And I'm in my 30s, I'm on it, and I see people of all age ranges using TikTok.
Honestly, I think it's like 45% or maybe like 55% of users are above the age of 24, or something like that. So it's not that kind of age gap anymore. Yeah.
So with the last minute that we have, Caitlin, do you want to share what your TikTok name is so people can?
Yeah, it's Teo Closet. My last name, I think it shows up on the little Zoom bar right there. So it's that, and then just Closet.
Awesome. Check her out. Dylan, thank you so much for joining us as well. You both were amazing. And I hope everyone tuning in, you learned something. Let us know, we're here to help ongoingly with Poshmark and TikTok. And we hope to see you on that For You page.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of PoshFest.
Bye.